everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document and also category wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. So now without wasting any further time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 29th of December 2021. Starting with very first question. Gabriel Boric has been selected as the youngest president of which country? So recently he became the youngest president of Chile, and the outgoing conservative president Sebastián Pinera is set to guide the new government during transition. So do remember that he is also the second millennial to lead in Latin America after Nayib Bukele, who is from El Salvador. Okay. Now apart from it, Petro Fiala, who is the leader of the Civic Democratic of Czech Republic, has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of the country, and earlier he served as the country's Minister of Education, Youth and Sports from 2012 to 2013. And he has been the leader of the Civic Democratic Party since 2014. Okay. Now apart from it, Vivek Johari has been appointed as Chairman of Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Then Al Raisi has been elected as the President of Interpol recently, and he is the Inspector General of UAE. Now you have to tell me, where does the headquarters of Interpol lies? Please write in the comments. Also do remember that Sebastián Pinera has recently been impeached by the lower house of the country's Congress. Okay. Then Daniel Ortega has recently won a fourth consecutive presidential term in the elections held in Nicaragua. And also we have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved the reconstitution of his Economic Advisory Council. And do remember that Bibek Debroy, who is the President of Indian Statistical Institute, is the chairman of this council. Now let's have a look on some of the earlier appointments as well. Earlier we have seen that Mr. Baldev Prakash has been appointed as MD and CEO of Jammu Kashmir Bank. Also Government of India has appointed K.V. Kamath as the first chairperson of National Bank for Financing, Infrastructure and Development. Okay. Also do remember that Tedros Adhanom, who is the present Director General of World Health Organization, recently he has been elected unopposed as the Director General of WHO for his second term. Okay. Question number 2. Mukhya Mantri Kanya Sumangala scheme is a scheme implemented by which state or union territory? So this scheme is implemented by the state of Uttar Pradesh, and the scheme provides conditional cash transfer of a sum of 15,000 rupees to a girl child at different stages of her life. So this sum of 15,000 per beneficiary are provided at various stages, including at birth, then on completing 1 year complete vaccination, then on admission in class 1st, after that class 6, then admission in class 9, and after that admission in any degree or diploma course after passing class 10 or 12th. Okay. So these are the different stages in which the amount is provided to them. Okay. Now apart from it, under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Missions, self-help groups receive the Community Investment Fund, and recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi has transferred 1,000 crore rupees to the bank accounts of self-help groups to benefit around 16 lakh women. And this transfer is being done under this particular scheme. So 4,000 rupees will be provided as the first month stipend in the account of 20,000 business correspondent Sakhis. Okay. Now apart from it, As per the National Monetization Pipeline, 25 Airport Authority of India airports have been earmarked for asset monetization over the years 2020-2025. And Airport Authority of India has identified Tiruchirappalli International Airport in Tamil Nadu among the 13 airports for operations, management and development of these airports through the public-private partnership mode in public interest and for better management of these airports. Okay, but yes, even after bringing these airports under the PPP model, Airports Authority of India will remain the owner of these airports and all the airports will revert to the Airport Authority of India once the concession period is completely over. Okay, now can you tell me, recently central government has declared which two airports as a major airport under the AERA Act of 2008. AERA stands for Airport Economic Regulatory Authority Act. Please write in the comments. Question number 3. Seminyu, Newland and Chumukedima are the newly created districts of which state? So Nagaland government has created these 3 new districts in the states and now the number of districts in the state is 15. So the governor of Nagaland, Mr. Jagdish Mukhi, announced the Seminyu subdivision under the Kohima district, Newland subdivision under Dimapur district and Chumukedima subdivision into 3 new districts. Now apart from it, India has called for a nationwide comprehensive ceasefire in Syria at the United Nations Security Council briefing on Syria. So the counselor in India's permanent mission to United Nations General Assembly said that the decade-long conflict players has adversely affected the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Syria, and India announced that it is committed to Syrian-led and Syrian-owned UN-facilitated process in line with United Nations Security Council Resolution 2254. Okay. Now apart from it, the Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies has been selected to join a research project backed by the Space Application Center of Indian Space Research Organization under a NASA-ISRO collaborative project. So earlier we have seen that NASA and ISRO are jointly developing a synthetic aperture radar named as NISAR to be launched in January 2023, and the radar will produce high resolution data for systematic observation of Earth resources. So this data will be used in activities related to agriculture, forestry, wetlands and soil moisture estimation. Okay. So you can be asked that which university has been chosen for the NASA-ISRO collaborative research project. So this is Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies. Okay. Question number 4. Which state or union territory police has launched Project Abhaya for safety and security of girls? So Delhi Police Commissioner Mr. Rakesh Asthana launched the Project Abhaya, which is a joint initiative of Delhi Police Force and an NGO for safety and security of girls. So Delhi Police and NGO Shakti Foundation are implementing the project, which is aimed at empowering, educating and making children aware, and Delhi Police has witnessed higher conviction rates in crimes against the women and children in comparison with other metro cities in India. So correct answer is option number B. Now apart from it, the Cabinet of Delhi, headed by Chief Minister, has approved the setting up of the first Teachers University there at Delhi. So the aim of this university would be to prepare well-trained and highly qualified teachers for the national capital, and the university is proposed to be established as a public university of Delhi. Fine. Now earlier we have seen that Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has recently inaugurated Rishi Hood University at Vijay Bhavan, New Delhi. And the university has launched many initiatives to promote social impact such as the Center for Water, Center for Innovation in Governance, etc. Okay. Now do remember that Uttar Pradesh government has decided to launch the happiness curriculum in total 150 primary schools of Uttar Pradesh under a pilot project, and with this UP will be the third state in the country to implement this curriculum. Which are the other two states? Chhattisgarh and Delhi. Okay. Question number 5. Ganymede, which was seen in the news recently, is the moon of which planet? First of all, why it was in news? Because NASA has recently released noises captured near the Jupiter's moon Ganymede. So this is a moon of Jupiter, and also it is the largest moon in our solar system. So basically Ganymede has its own magnetic field which is not present in other moons of the solar system, and NASA launched the Juno spacecraft to observe Jupiter's neighborhood, and earlier this year Juno captured Ganymede's electromagnetic waves as well. Okay. Now apart from it, Ryugu, which is also known as 1999 JU3, is a carbon-rich diamond-shaped near-Earth asteroid that was recently in news. Okay. So you can be asked, what is Ryugu? It is an asteroid. Now apart from it, the Deep Space Atomic Clock of NASA has successfully ended its mission recently, and it was built by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California. So this clock is actually a mercury ion atomic clock, and it was launched aboard the Department of Defense Space Test Program 2 mission in 2019, and after it completed its first year primary mission in the Earth orbit, NASA extended the mission to collect more data. Okay. Also to remember that NASA is set to launch the Psyche mission next year, and it will be the first spacecraft to study on the asteroid that is rich in metals but not rich in the dust and ice. So do remember that Psyche asteroid orbits the Sun in the main asteroid belt between which two planets? Between Mars and Jupiter. Fine. Also to remember that Indian Army has recently deployed Pinaka and Smarch, multiple rocket launcher systems near the China border to counter any threat across LEC. So this Pinaka weapon system is an autonomous rocket artillery system, while the Smarch system is the longest range conventional rocket system. Okay. Question number 6. T-Setu, which has been recently inaugurated, is the longest bridge of which state? So Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has recently inaugurated this T-Setu, which is the state's longest bridge over Mahanadi River in the Cuttack district. So this 3.4 kilometers long bridge is located in the middle of the river, and it has been built in the shape of English alphabet T at a cost of nearly 111 crore rupees. And out of the 5 bridges built over Mahanadi River, so far the T bridge is the longest. Okay. Now in the previous lecture we have seen that Jharkhand has launched an initiative called as Safe and Responsible Migration Initiative, and it aims for a systematic registration of the migrant workers in the source as well as destination districts. Okay. So this program will basically help the state to analyze the movement of people through a formal structure, and also the state government has decided to set up 2 labor consulates in Ladakh and in Kerala. Okay. Now apart from it, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has laid the foundation stone of 594 kilometers Ganga Expressway in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and after completion of the work, it will be the longest expressway of UP, connecting the western and eastern regions of the state, and this 6-lane expressway, which is expandable to 8 lanes, will be built at a cost of more than 36,000 crore rupees. Okay. Question number 7. Pankaj Advani and Dhruv Sitwala are associated with which sports? So Indian ace billiards player Pankaj Advani has won the 11th national billiards title by defeating Dhruv Sitwala at the final game. So Pankaj Advani is a 23-time world champion in snooker, and also he has won the IBSF World Billiards Championship 15 times. Not only this, in the year 2018, he has been awarded with Padma Bhushan, which is a prestigious award given by the Government of India. Okay. Now do remember that Mitrabha Guha became India's 72nd Grandmaster of India recently. Also, Sankalp Gupta has become the 71st Grandmaster of India recently. Okay. Now apart from it, India's Manush Shah and T. Reeth Rishi have bagged the men's and women's single title in the ITTF Ecuador International Open Table Tennis Tournament. Can you tell me which country has recently won the Billie Jean King Cup? Please write your answers in the comment section. Now apart from it, India's Manika Batra and Archana Girish Kamath have recently won the women's doubles title at the World Table Tennis Contender LASCO 2021 event. Okay. Question number 8. Dragon spacecraft belongs to which space agency? So this belongs to SpaceX and it has been launched for making its 24th commercial cargo supply for NASA to the International Space Station on 21st of December 2021. And the launch took place from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. So this spacecraft would deliver new science investigations, supplies and equipment for the international crew weighing 6,500 pounds. Okay. Now can you tell me what is James Webb? Let me explain you. This is actually a space telescope which is regarded as the successor to NASA's Hubble Space Telescope. And it has been launched into space from French Guiana on board on Ariane 5 rocket on 25th of December. So it is said to be 100 times more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope and it is built to research through space and time on formation of the universe and our solar system. Now apart from it, Lok Sabha has developed a new mobile application for the members of parliament to access important parliamentary documents, information and bills. And this application allows the people to watch the live proceedings of the House as well. And the details of the new application were explained by the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla at the House and he invited all the members to download this mobile application in their phones or tablets. Now apart from it, an experiment named as Micro Age will be launched on SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Kennedy Space Center to the International Space Station. And as a part of the experiment, human cells will be launched into space and this study will help in understanding what happens to the human cells basically. So these cells are put into small 3D holders and after they reach space, they will be electrically stimulated to induce contractions in the muscle tissue. Fine. Question number 9. Indigenously developed next generation armored engineer reconnaissance vehicle was inducted into which armed force? So this was inducted into the Corps of Engineers of Indian Army and the system has been designed by Defense Research and Development Organization and manufactured by Ordnance Factory, Medak and Bharat Electronics Limited, Pune. So the vehicle can provide a real-time update to the force commanders. Also do remember that every year 6th of December is celebrated by India as Mantri Divas to remember the establishment of diplomatic ties between India and Bangladesh, and this year marks the 50th anniversary of Indo-Bangladesh ties as well as 50th year of Bangladesh liberation. And also we have seen that United Nations General Assembly has adopted a historic resolution to graduate 3 nations from the least developed country category to the developing country now. And which are these 3 countries? Bangladesh, Nepal and Lao People's Democratic Republic. Okay. Now coming to last question. Which state government has notified 1% reservation to the transgenders across all ranks in the police department? So the Karnataka state government has decided to give 1% reservation to the transgenders across all ranks in the police department, and this move by the state will help to bring the transgenders into the mainstream and remove the stereotypes against them in the society. Also the department has notified the recruitment process regarding this thing. Okay. Now apart from it, earlier we have seen that UK will provide an India Green Guarantee to the World Bank to unlock 750 million pounds for the green projects across India. And this was announced at the COP26 in Glasgow. And also UK has committed over 210 million pounds at the United Nations Climate Summit under Private Infrastructure Development Group. And the Green Guarantee Financing will support clean and resilient infrastructure in the sectors including clean energy, transport and urban development. Okay. Can you tell me, in COP26 summit, all the world leaders have promised to end and reverse the deforestation by which year? Please write your answers in the comment section. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Zatsana signing off.